What's up, YouTube? How you guys doing today? Today, it's really exciting. We're going to go try and get some pulls on Mihara. I'll do everything else off recording, and we'll finish. We're going to do Unbreakable Sphere, Part 2. Now, before I start, for Unbreakable Sphere Part 2, I have to every 5 stages. I will go back to it, back to the stage, and look around, see if anything changes. I'm not gonna move my character. I'm just gonna look around the map. If there's any changes, I'll be there. I'll be there like maybe after. I just have to remember. So first things first, like I said, we're doing the pull. As you can see, I did not do my first pull yet, so let's get started. All right, here's a free pull. Oh, and also, keep in mind, overspec is a 1% summon, meaning they have the same summon rate as a pilgrim. So rest in peace, people's wallets that day, those days. All right. So it's a purple. It's a purple start. Tetra.
Let's go find something delicious.
Okay, so that we have a Blorta, meaning it is going to be. That means we're going to probably see a lot of Blorta this summon. And the other free summon is Siren, which I'm not going to do. Alright, first multi people. Let's get it. If I get her now, I'll just do the others off recording. Okay. That means it's a purple. It's a purple pull. Okay. Okay. Oh, there she is. I'm kidding. Alright, second pull. Ugh, God. Ooh, another one, okay. Another purple. Why do I feel like there's gonna be videos later on YouTube about people doing the Mihara OS Mihara pull, and they're gonna say, I got SR hard. I feel like that's a thing. That's gonna be a thing. Alright, there's gold. Who's gonna chill? Ooh, 2. Okay, so the first one's at 3.
Please.
Okay, first one.
Armament.
Alright, we're at number 3 after this. Boom. Pilgrim! Ooh, okay. I'm not gonna argue with the Pilgrim.
I am a sword which renders raptures asunder.
No, I think my SPS is already the break MLB, but I will gladly take it so I can add her to my Kraken team. Okay.
Soldier FA, awaiting your order.
Okay.
I may be an...
Tetra, okay. If it's Rouge, it's over. My team is so strong. Oh no, it's Volume!
My new manager? I look forward to working
She was actually, fun fact, Volume was actually my first SSR that I got during the, what was that? Beginner pool, I think. Alright.
Your orders, please.
Not too bad. I got a score off of that. That's not too bad, actually. Oh, well, here we are. We're with the tickets now. Here we go. If I don't get her, I don't get her now. I'll just get her another time. Alright, let's get it. Wow, last one. Okay, so good they have a keyboard macro here.
What nice.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Tetra! Ooh, okay.
What have you got for me this time?
Strangely enough, I'm actually trying to think of a way to put Sugar in a team, but I haven't like put too much thought into it yet because I was trying to get stories and stuff done. Ah, we're back to the silver pulls. That's unfortunate. I wish they tell you how many gems you have, so that way you can just like, you know, evaluate if you want to do a pull or not. Like, I don't understand why is that so difficult sometimes, you know. Anyways. Wow, close to each other.
I may be. Soldier
Okay.
eat.
Elysian? Okay, not too bad. Excuse me. Woo!
My
Hey,
name is
Privity.
Privity, and I am your maid. Your
Alright,
orders.
here's the next one. Missillis. It's a regular one. There's a special animation for overspec. There's a recording of me trying to pull for SSR Rappy, and you know it's gonna be a O spec if you watch that video. It's purple. We're not gonna go too ham on this. I'm just gonna see if I can try to get at least a copy and see if I can do some of it later on. Oh shoot, I should probably check on those summon things. Purple. Oh shit, surprise gold. I was about to skip. I messed that up on my last recording when I tried to go for Siren too. I'll be real.
Right.
Like I said, just one copy. Just like one copy right now, and I'll contemplate of trying to get her,
Don't
her
you
in
know?
the future.
There's a
Nice to meet you. Is Belorta around here?
I don't think so. We're in the summon page.
nice to meet you.
Sorry, that was meta as hell. Bacillus. See? Oh, that's Mihara! You know that's Mihara! She's an O-spec! There you go, people!
With a bomb stuck to your back.
Nice.
Soldier E.G.
Tetra! Wonder who's gonna be. I'm just curious. Ooh, okay, novel. I respect it, I respect it. Alright, I think that's it. I got her. Let's go. Oh. And what are the 2 rewards? Damn. I have 20 more pulls until I go for another one. But I'm not gonna be there. Go there. Alright. Now, let's get to part 2 of Unbreakable Sphere. As obviously, I will have to go to the shop to pick up the what was that? Event items for it.
It's okay.
Oops.
I'm not scared anymore.
Cap. Wow, wait, the second one is the bubble tree? That's insane. Alright. There you are. The only reason why I didn't do more summons is because I just wanted one copy, and then later
I'll never see them
I'll try to get her
again,
MLB
but I
like
still
in
miss
the future.
them. I'm sorry.
Unbreakables here. Ooh. Wait, I'm not gonna lie, that kind of went hard. Wait, that line went hard for no reason. I like that actually. That's actually a really good line. What the hell? Okay. This story.
Shall we
these
go,
two.
Yumi?
Even if you
Wolverine
bring
there
me
as
along,
well.
I won't be of any help.
Okay. Save. Hello, this is Editing Ramiel. I just want you guys to let you know that in the video, I will get moments where I get really loud, so I just want to tell you guys that you can lower your volume now so you don't have to worry about it. And there'll be moments where I actually cut off the parts where I look at the bubble map to see any changes. There weren't that many significant changes, and aside from the bubble memories that I did post recording, there was not that many changes. So yeah, other than that, hope you guys enjoyed the playthrough of me going through Unbreakable Sphere Part 2, and you guys have a great day. In the comments also, leave in if any audio needs to be fixed on my end, so that way it can be better for y'all. Alright, enjoy.
I remember when I first opened my eyes and found myself here. An infinite black void.
Ooh, wait, we're getting some some lore behind Mudfish?
All that stared back at me was cold seawater and endless bits and bobs from the surface which Gluttony had swallowed,
Right.
as well as a red core.
Jesus, I don't like that transition, dude. Kill me.
At first, I used my abilities to try every possible method of escape.
Right.
I tried shooting bubbles at the core. I tried using my Kotodama. None of it worked.
Jesus. If a call to Dama didn't work, then Gluttony is hella powerful.
Gluttony was different than ordinary raptures. It was moving by primal instinct alone.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. If instinct is beating your Kododama, then yeah, that means instinct does
The
not work.
result was that my Kotodama had no effect on it.
Right.
Gluttony seemed to prioritize its urge to consume above all other instincts.
I mean, it's called gluttony, yeah.
When I'd exhausted all possible means of escape, I started to become afraid. Was I going to die in this place?
You better fucking not.
Once I was digested, what kind of attack would gluttony unleash on the outside world? What would happen if gluttony found out about the nature of my bubbles? Was I doomed to fail once again? Without achieving anything?
You're going to achieve something.
It was at that moment that I remembered a promise I'd once made to a few friends. She told me that from now on, our story was no longer one of failure, but a fairy tale. One with a happy ending. I became determined not to give up. My friends were surely out there, trying their best in order to keep that promise too. I couldn't give up. I had to struggle with all my might. In order to keep myself alive, I had to create more bubbles. I expanded the protective bubble around myself in order not to be detected by gluttony's core. I gathered surrounding remnants from the surface and created a space where I could live. I crafted a tree out of bubbles, fabricated a bubble workshop,
Fabricated?
and built all the places where I lived with you guys. I also made dolls that resembled my friends.
I still hate you, Shifter, for doing this to Leviathan. Fuck y'all.
And launched them up to the surface. I hoped that someday, perhaps my friends would encounter these doppelgangers
Oh, they did.
and come looking for me. I continued making the bubbles and launching them up to the surface. Again and again, I did this. I waited for a long time. At times, the loneliness was excruciating.
Yep.
I considered giving up more than once. But even in the deepest depths of my despair, my longing to see my friends trumped all else.
Right.
I wanted to uphold the promise I made on that day.
Right.
And so I strengthened my resolve countless times and pushed on.
Right.
Then you guys came, swallowed whole by gluttony. I was terribly worried for you all.
Right.
But paradoxically, I was also ecstatic to finally have company.
Right.
During my time alone, I had learned how to control my Kotodama. And being able to talk, laugh, and live with you all filled me with ineffable joy. That's how much you all mean to me. Your presence here was a gift. I'm so glad I was able to meet you all. I'm not afraid of the end anymore. I'm no longer scared. I'm no longer lonely. So don't blame yourselves. And live well.
Nope. Nah.
Siren,
Oh my gosh, you... Wait, what? How did she get back here? Mori opens her eyes.
what?
Above Mori is a ceiling that appears to be a medical room.
Are you awake?
What are you doing? Oh, wait, no, that's right. You were here last chapter. Last part. Never mind.
Who? Nice to meet you.
Right.
I'm Mana of the MMR squad.
Yep. Oh shit, that's how we're starting? That's how we're starting?
Are you Mori from the incubator squad?
Yes?
That is her.
I see.
Where am I?
Wait, that means you got knocked out by Mihara. That's insane.
This is Reclamation Site 01.
Oh shit, you were close by to that?
It's the
Interesting.
first area on the surface that we've successfully reclaimed. Have you heard of it?
I have, but what am I doing here?
Because Mihara knocked you out.
Once we were out of danger, Wardress brought you back here.
Are Mihara and Uni?
They're outside.
Okay.
Would you like to go meet them?
Alright.
Yes.
Wait! How about this?
Mori.
Have Mori be part of the Wardress squad, even though it's 2 people? Have them be part of it. Explain the situation to her and she'll probably glaze over it.
Mihara. What happened to Gluttony? Where's Siren?
Oh yeah, that's right. I guess she was so in shock that she forgot. Fair, actually.
Gluttony left.
No.
Oh god, she's about to go into shock again.
Is there any way we can follow it? We need to go save Siren.
There's a way to attract it, but I don't know if they know the method.
It's possible for us to track it, but
Then let's go.
Calm down, let her explain.
We have to hurry before it gets too far.
we can't do that.
Oh?
What?
We can't go.
What happened?
Do you hear what you're saying?
Unless if it's higher ups, then damn.
Don't you want to save Siren?
Of course I do. But tracking Gluttony is impossible.
Why not?
It's a long story.
Mori, do you know what kind of rapture Gluttony is?
No, I don't. And I don't care.
Listen. You have to listen.
Besides,
No, this is something you need to know. Siren risked her life to save your own. I can't let you go rushing headlong into danger without knowing anything, even if it is because you want to save her.
Calm down, Mori. I understand. She gave you a reason to live. I understand that completely. I'm tearing up again while I'm saying this. So listen to her. If you want to save her, you have to listen.
If you end up throwing your life away recklessly, all of Siren's sacrifices will be in vain.
Exactly. Thank you, Mihara.
Gluttony appeared during the first Rapture invasion. A Tyrant-class Rapture.
Not even. Look at the video Mudfish, usually.
After humanity went into the Ark, it rarely showed up. And so the only information we have on it is from old records. It consumed an ICBM intended to destroy the lift, then expelled all that energy back at the launch site and utterly decimated it.
Damn.
From that point on, humanity stopped using large-scale armaments against Rapture facilities.
Yep.
That's probably why Siren insisted on staying behind. If Gluttony digests the AA pillar and the energy contained within it, this entire region would be wiped off the map.
Yep.
is it really that dangerous?
Yep. Think about it. First Reclamation War. That long ago. Maybe even longer. Actually, it is longer. I haven't done I know what Red Ash is. I have not done it yet, so leave me alone.
Yes, it is. It's a miracle that we were able to get out of that thing alive. And here you are, wanting to rush back towards it. Are you sure you can do that? You're afraid of fighting run-of-the-mill ordinary raptures.
Damn.
When you stand in front of gluttony, are you sure you won't lose your nerve?
Oh god, this is the same talk from that Mudfish side story, dude!
I...
Besides, this isn't a problem which can be solved with willpower alone.
We have to use tactics. Oh, Ingrid!
Even if you are willing to risk your life, you most likely won't be able to make a dent in that beast.
Tough.
You'd be throwing your life away.
That's tough.
I understand that it's a bitter pill to swallow. But there are some things which we are powerless to change. This is one of them.
No.
You can't do this, Mori. You must give it up.
No, she's tired of giving up.
The best thing for us to do now is rest. In the meantime, we can take our time to mull this over. Let's go,
I'm not stupid.
She's gonna go anyway.
I know that. I know that if I go out there, I'm signing my own death warrant.
Yep. But even so.
That I might die without being able to do anything. Especially since we're talking about me. Someone who's afraid of even regular raptures. I realize I'd be powerless against something like gluttony. You're right. The right thing for a weak Nikke from the incubator squad to do is give up.
But she's tired of giving up. Siren gave her a reason to live.
But I can't.
See?
I can't get it out of my head.
Let's go.
I can't abandon her.
Let's go.
She was the first person who told me she was glad I was alive.
Let's go. I'm trying not to scream.
Even if I get chewed up, melted into a puddle, whatever it is, I want to go save her.
Let's go.
I can't live knowing that she gave up her life for mine. So...
Mori kneels in front of Mihara and Uni. Damn. Damn, caught her off guard.
Mori.
Please. Just this once. Could you help me?
That's crazy. It's not impossible to track. I just don't know if they know the method to do it. If they don't, then it is.
I know what I did to you is unforgivable. I know how shameless this request is.
I mean, she did.
I'm perfectly aware that I should be asking for forgiveness instead of a favor. So I'll do anything. If you go with me, I will do anything. I put my life entirely in your hands. If you tell me to submit a false report, I'll do it. I will give you anything and everything I have. You give the order, any order, and I'll obey. If you want me to die in your place, I'm willing to do it any time. So please, help me, just this once. I don't have any special skills or connections. All I can do is beg. So here I am, on my knees,
Begging.
begging you to help me chase after gluttony.
You know what? Sometimes these lines remind me why I don't play RPG games often. Nikke has become an exception.
Please.
I consider it an RPG game.
I knew this would happen.
And yet you still try to convince her.
Once someone has been shown love, they'll never give up.
Mihara and Yuni look at Mori.
Such affection. Such sorrow.
Nah.
I suppose we don't have much choice, do we? If you're that determined, Mori, let's go save Siren.
Mihara.
Oh my god. Yuni's like, what?
But we can't rush in without a plan. Before we make our move, we need to find a clue as to how to take down Gluttony.
That's tough.
If we don't do that, then this isn't a rescue operation,
It's a suicide.
but a suicide mission.
You see, this why. This is exactly why.
Understand?
I secretly have the script for part 2. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm joking. It's a joke.
I understand.
All right then. Let's go see what we can find out.
Nice. Temp op room and reclamation site 01.
So that's why you came to see me?
Yes, we came seeking whatever knowledge you have on Gluttony.
I already provided you with all the basic information about Gluttony.
Right.
Indeed, and we thank you for that.
So what more do you need to know?
Are you aware of there being any way to take it down?
Oof.
Gluttony, you mean?
Even she's terrified. You hear that?
Gluttony, you mean?
Jesus.
Yeah. I figured with you being the way you are, you'd have considered potential ways to eliminate it.
Damn. From one missilist to another missilist, Nikkei. Then again, that means if that's the implication, then that means these two were close friends. Jesus, these two are close friends.
Me? Why would you think that?
I think Mihara knows.
When we were swallowed by Gluttony, I heard you say to us, "Get away from there immediately."
Oh,
Isn't that because you were in the middle of dropping the AA pillar?
oh, wait, hints.
How did you know that?
We saw the AA pillar inside Gluttony's stomach.
Fuck. I didn't refill my water.
The AA pillar is still inside Gluttony?
Yep.
Yes. In order to prevent that energy from being absorbed, the Nikkei who saved our lives is still inside Gluttony.
You, sir.
So, in order to rescue her, we need a way to subdue Gluttony, even if it's only momentarily. Is there any way to make that happen?
There's a way.
The fact that you all came back alive after being consumed by Gluttony is surprising enough.
Yep. I mean, look at the commander. He also got stabbed.
Now I'm being told there's still someone inside?
Yep. I mean, how else are they still there?
Is she a pilgrim?
Yep.
We're not sure, but most likely, yes.
That at least increases our chances of a successful rescue.
Oh yeah.
We're conducting joint research into this incident, along with the central government.
Oh shit. All right. Are you talking to Anderson by any chance? He might have a few ideas.
So, I'm not at liberty to act on my own and divulge information.
Got it. Oh wait, that means she's gonna have to meet Jian possibly.
I see.
What I can do for you is introduce you to someone else who could help.
Oh?
Would that be alright?
I bet it's Jian. I'm calling it.
Who would that be?
Say the words, Gian.
Hello. Since this is my first operation with Wardress,
Okay,
I'm
never
happy
mind.
to
We're good.
introduce myself.
Okay, I was about to say. Woo! We're about to have a war for no reason here. Hello, Shifty. Welcome back.
I'm Shifty, an operator from the Central Government's Intelligence Division.
You should also say an exclusive operator or with the commando unit. Then she'll said, "Oh, okay, perfect. This is great."
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Shifty.
I'm seeing a few faces that don't belong to Wardress, at least according to the database.
Yep. Okay.
Since you mentioned this operation involves a few secret agents, I won't ask any questions.
Nice.
That's very considerate of you.
Mana briefed me on the situation. You all escaped from inside Gluttony,
Right.
and now you're planning to track it down in order to rescue the pilgrim that's still inside. Is that correct?
Correct.
Yeah, that's correct. Is there any way we could receive support from the central government?
Ooh, that's tough.
That would be somewhat difficult.
Oh yeah.
Unless Gluttony poses a direct threat to the central government, they've decided not to actively pursue it.
Got it. Oh. Yeah.
So you mean they're just leaving it alone?
Yep.
I figured that's the conclusion they'd reach.
Oh yeah.
May I ask why they decided on that course of action?
I mean, Mana, they did mention that took down ICBM. So, wonder why they're still deciding upon that even after all this time.
Probably because they haven't found a way to eliminate it yet.
Okay, that's fair.
You think so?
Someone get freaking Scarlet on there. She got it. If you can't shoot it with bullets, cut it down.
Of course. After it swallowed the AA pillar like it was nothing, we've been at a loss as to how to take it down as well.
Jesus, alright, that's fair.
We haven't come up with any definite way to destroy Gluttony.
Right.
At least, not at the moment.
We did think of attempting an extermination operation
Okay.
by deploying an elite combat squad from the Ark, the counter squad.
But here we are, literally in the swamp.
However, given that the Ark has recently suffered a large-scale attack, it was decided that reinforcing the Ark's defenses was our top priority.
Oh, never mind.
As far as I know, our current strategy is to refrain from proactive engagement.
I see.
Right.
I suppose that means we don't know of any way to restrain Gluttony either.
Siren.
Actually, that's not entirely true.
Hey, yo, hold up. Shifty, what you got?
It's far from exact, but
There's a way?
well,
If any way possible is a way. Don't get it twisted.
We have found a way to damage it.
There you go.
The only thing is that the method is rather extreme, and it requires a big sacrifice.
If it requires people to jump in there, yes. I feel it. I got you.
As such, we've designated it as unviable.
Nah. In this scenario, viable.
When you say sacrifice, what do you mean?
Yeah, what kind of sacrifice?
Someone has to enter through Gluttony's mouth
Uh-huh.
and plant this onto its core.
Mana takes out a glass container filled with crystals and the crystal battery, the crystal bomb from the crystal region.
Are those crystals?
Yup.
E2 crystals, to be precise. Harvested from the crystal region.
Yup. That's a viable way.
They have a unique property where they absorb electrical energy upon contact. They then continue to expand until all energy is depleted.
Oh yeah. And considering how Gluttony always looks for energy, this is an endless cycle for these crystals too.
They are dangerous to Nikes as well as Raptures.
Yeah, those crystals have friendly fire.
Unless sealed within glass, like so, it will instantly consume anything it touches.
If we're able to plant that onto Gluttony's core...
Yes. No matter how adept that creature is at absorbing and discharging energy, there would be no way for it to counteract a parasitic organism attached directly to its own core.
Exactly.
Barring any unforeseen circumstances, I'm positive this could take it down.
Then what are we waiting for?
We have to find it first, girl.
Gluttony isn't simply going to sit still and let us plant this on it.
That too.
That's why this method was deemed infeasible.
Precisely. There had never been a recorded case of anyone escaping from gluttony after being consumed by it.
But now...
But then you guys showed up.
Yup.
You all came shooting back up out of gluttony like some kind of miracle.
But that's all it is. A miraculous fluke, yes, but a fluke nonetheless.
Nah.
If you were to go back inside, the chances of coming out alive
Is 0.
are still close to 0.
Okay, that's close.
Even with that pilgrim still being inside the beast. If something were to go wrong during your attempted entry, we would have no safeguards in place to respond to such a situation.
Right.
But we're still going.
If its mouth closes before you're all the way inside, or if the silver liquid touches you, you'd melt instantly.
I'll do it.
Nah, Mori, girl.
This isn't a decision you should make lightly.
I'm not making it lightly. I told you. It doesn't matter what happens to me. I want to save her. So I'll do it.
Mori,
I can do it.
all right.
In that case, there are 2 remaining uncertainties.
Alright, what's the first one?
A method to lure gluttony,
You could take a guess.
and a way to keep its mouth open and hold it in place.
We have a way.
If we can find answers to those 2 quandaries, it'd go a long way to ensuring the operation is successful.
A way to hold it in place.
You don't have any ideas at all?
No, we haven't come up with a solution for that yet. That's another reason why this operation was never attempted.
So it's just two variables that they have.
I see.
But I think they have a hint on how to get on the first variable. The second variable is something that they have to find a way to do.
Okay, that should be enough information to go on.
Does that mean?
Yes. Let's go save Siren.
Alright, we're out here fish hunting. Oh my god. Uni is uncertain, girl. You hear that? Hold up. I was speaking over, but... Yeah, see, you hear that? She's uncertain.
Thank you both for your help. We will think of the rest ourselves.
Understood.
Oh my god, Unis have uncertainties. Alright, back inside the indoors of the reclamation site 01.
How in the world can we hold Gluttony in place?
Mori, I've been thinking.
Yeah?
Remember how you told us you were willing to do anything?
Oh?
Yes. I'll do anything you tell me to. Just say the word.
Then, could you perhaps lend me your phone for a moment?
Oh, wait! Okay, so that's where it cuts off.
Huh? My phone?
Yeah. I need it.
That's it? Why do you make it sound so serious? I was bracing myself for something big.
Let her explain.
Sorry. You seemed awfully tense, so I wanted to lighten the mood. Don't you feel a bit more relaxed now?
Yeah, sure. I'm positively stress-free.
Sure.
Anyway, here.
Mori hands over her cell phone to Mihara.
What do you need it for anyway? I really don't know anyone who could help us.
Yes, technically you do, but you really haven't talked much to her.
There's someone. Someone very powerful.
I know someone like that?
You do.
You certainly do. She sent you to us.
Hold on. Are you?
I'm going to contact her. Is that okay?
Yes, it's okay. You don't have to keep asking for my permission. I told you, I'm willing to go through anything and everything. So hurry up and do it.
Thanks, Mori.
And this.
I'll be right back.
You're not doing it here?
I think I'll need a little privacy for our conversation. Uni, will you stay with Mori for a moment? It won't take long.
Shake, shake.
Hmm? What's wrong, Uni? Do you not want me to go? I'm sorry. But I really must go. I have something to discuss with this individual. I think they may have a solution to our problem. They should know a way for us to keep Gluttony momentarily in check.
Right.
Or, in other words, a perfect way for me to utilize my power. So, please, could you stay with Mori for a moment?
Right. Mihara stands up.
I'll be right back.
You better. Mihara walks outside, leaving Uni behind. For some reason, Uni can't fully explain. She feels nervous. Mihara seems to have some kind of momentous decision. And the fact that Uni doesn't know what it is, or how to stop it, terrifies her.
Are you okay, Uni?
Uni turns around and glares at Mori.
Uni?
Don't! Staring at the one she believes is the cause of all this, Uni is overcome by an inexplicable. Oh, oh my god. Really? That's how you. Oh my god. These cliches sometimes gets to me. Miharu walks down the hallway, gripping Mori's phone.
Maybe contacting this person isn't the right choice. No. I need to settle this once and for all. Even if only for Uni's sake.
Damn.
I can't keep living in the dark, constantly under threat. I can't protect anyone like this. I can't save anyone. I can't achieve anything.
I double click my fuck.
It'll end up just like before.
Oh no.
I'll only end up full of sorrow. I need power. I need to get stronger.
Oh, Virgil! I'm kidding.
Let's do this.
Miharu unlocks Mori's phone to make the call.
A message.
Miharu opens Mori's blah blah app. And this is where it get picked up. Knock knock. Mori? How's your task coming along? The deadline is quickly approaching, and I haven't heard from you. I clearly saw the calling signal was activated. Why hasn't there been a report? Ah. Are you dead perhaps? How tragic. No. I'm still alive. Wow, still alive and kicking, are you? Excellent. It's nice to meet you, Jian. Oh. Did you hit your head or something? Don't you recognize me? You're right. I did hurt my head. I can't recall if I've seen you before. So, allow me to reintroduce myself. Nice to meet you. I'm Mihara. Oh my. Now things are starting to get interesting. Can we have a little talk? Sure, why not? I'll contact you later. I'll be waiting. Damn, and that's the pick off from part 1. Literally around this time.
Well, hello there. Can you hear me?
Okay, this verifies it. This is Jian's theme song.
Yes, I can hear you.
I believe we haven't had the pleasure.
That's right. Nice to meet you.
Wow, you really don't remember?
Yep.
I guess your last memory wipe was the one that finally stuck.
Oh, is that so?
Oh wait, that means you did meet her before then. Interesting. You do know of her before then.
I figured since you were hanging out with Uni with an explosive collar of your own strapped on, you must have retained some of your old memories, but apparently not. What a shame.
So this confirms it that Siwan possibly might be European.
Yes, it would have been nice if I remembered. Then I would have known about you much earlier.
Oh yeah.
Aw, how nice of you. However, I don't see Mori. You didn't off her, did you?
Oh my god. That's how you're starting this?
She's such a nice kid. How could I kill her? She's somewhere safe, resting.
Ah, I see.
Wow.
If she isn't dead, why isn't she the one contacting me?
Right.
Apparently she's not as afraid of being disposed of as I thought.
What did you say?
Oh, she doesn't know.
Didn't she tell you? If she doesn't report back with her findings on my little experiment, she's headed for the scrap heap.
Yep.
I assumed you knew everything since you're contacting me on her phone.
She didn't.
Looks like I was wrong again.
This is my first time hearing all this.
Well then, this is quite a pickle. I'm rather curious to hear about the outcome of the experiment.
Oh my god.
Perhaps I should ask you how it went?
Oh, not the uni lover, not the lover of uni.
If I tell you, what's in it for me?
Ooh, okay. Negotiations, obviously.
Look at the little negotiator. You're a cheeky one.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. No. Okay. Yeah. This confirms it. So, and whoever bloodline it is the missileless bloodline. Definitely has European blood. That's crazy.
What do you want?
It's a big ask. Is that okay?
Hearing you out doesn't cost me anything.
Alright, then I'll get to it. Stop this calling signal experiment on Uni.
Damn.
I'd rather not.
Damn. Look, dude. She's giving me that evil look in her eyes.
Stop meddling in Mori's life and spare her.
I'll consider it.
And one more thing.
Okay.
More? Aren't you the greedy one?
Help me become stronger.
Oh.
That's everything.
Oh, now that's an interesting proposal.
I'm pretty sure you're gonna get 2 out of the 3, guaranteed.
But it's a rather steep price to pay simply to satisfy my own curiosity. I could cherry pick any test subject I wanted from the ones up for disposal. Why should I go through all this trouble of dealing with you instead?
How about this?
Okay. Wait, don't tell me. I feel like she's gonna tell about a pilgrim in Gluttony. I feel it.
I'll be the one to undergo the experiment.
Ayo?
Not Uni.
Ayo?
Does that sweeten the deal?
Do you even know what kind of experiments I'm conducting?
You're inserting a rapture core inside Anike. Isn't that it?
Oh my god. So that's what Siren's told Mihara back in part 1.
Oh,
Rewind to part
What'd
1.
you say?
There are 2 cores inside Uni.
Two cores? What are you talking about? How do you know that?
How did you know that, actually, wait, probably the calling signal was the hint.
When you were all falling,
Oh, never mind.
do you remember how I caught you with my bubbles?
Yes.
When someone enters my bubble, I can learn a lot about them.
Oh, that's right, Mudfish.
That's how I found out. Uni was used as a test subject infused with a rapture. She now carries 2 cores inside her.
And are you saying one of those cores is...
Yes, I believe it belonged to a rapture.
a rapture core?
It makes sense, to be honest.
So that's why she reacted the way she did to the calling signal.
I believe that is the reason why. Yes. Right now, at least, the Nikkei core is dominant. That allows for Uni's consciousness to maintain control over her body. But hearing the calling signal seems to activate the Rapture core. Continual exposure to it could cause the Rapture instincts to take her over completely. For someone like Uni, whose external body has been fused with a Rapture, her identity as a Nikkei could become even more unstable.
True.
You must be careful.
I'll keep that in mind. Judging by your expression, I'd say I'm on the mark.
You're something else. You know that?
Yep.
How did you know?
The calling signal.
Sorry, it's a secret.
You could have said the calling signal was set off, and you could go on with that. But then again, if you say that, you already lost the negotiation, so that's fair.
Come now, give me just a little tease.
Do we have a deal or what?
Damn.
Well, it is an enticing proposal. All of my previous test subjects were Nikkeis about to be scrapped. With you, I'd have a chance to implant a Rapture core into someone special. A Nikkei who was handcrafted by my adorable little sister, piece by piece.
Oh my god.
Uni's external body had already been fused with Rapture parts, so it was already an alternative experiment in many ways.
That is fair.
When the Mantis Squad was corrupted, I wondered if I could potentially find a use for them.
Oh my god.
But then, much to my disappointment, they were healed.
You know what? That Valve House bullet, it's a blessing.
After uni, I didn't expect another opportunity like this to come along.
Wait, she was looking. Oh.
I'm glad that you're satisfied.
I certainly am. I had no idea such interesting Nikkeis existed. I feel like I've been missing out.
Well, duh, you've been underground for most of the time.
If I'd known about you earlier, I would have taken you in back when you got shot in the head.
If you'd done that, then this moment wouldn't be possible, would it?
Fair point. So what is it that you're really after? Why are you so willing to subject your body to my experiments? You have 3 requests. Is that really everything?
Damn.
Yes, that's everything.
Now that I think about it, your requests seem rather modest.
Yeah, see?
Why do you want to become stronger? Do you find you're somehow lacking when it comes to eliminating raptures?
I don't think so.
I want to take down gluttony.
There it is.
Gluttony! Yes, that would be an impossible task in your current state. It is officially classified as a tyrant class, but in actuality it's far beyond that. There's a reason it's named after a cardinal sin. But didn't you receive a new body recently?
Yes, but I lack the ability to fully utilize its power.
Oh, okay.
In other words, you lack talent.
Damn.
I figured if anyone would have a solution, it would be you.
Damn.
You figured right. If you undergo the same experiment Uni did, you will definitely become stronger. so that problem will resolve itself automatically.
Oh.
However, that means one of your wishes would have been granted without any real input from me. In that case, we'll say that I owe you one. You can come to me with the request later, and I'll grant it.
Wow.
Thank you.
No need to thank me. You, of all people, should know that implanting a rapture core onto a living Nikkei is akin to a death sentence. If you want to back out, now's your last chance.
Nah.
I've already gone through 2 memory wipes. And I'm walking around with a bomb strapped to my neck. I'm getting used to living life on the edge.
That may be so, but carrying 2 cores around is a different kind of thrill altogether.
Duh.
It's no different from the pain I've had to endure up to this point.
Yep.
Alright, fine. If that's what you really want. I'll stop playing around with the calling signal.
Oh.
I'll also give you what you want when it comes to that incubator friend of yours.
Okay, that's already 2. What was the third one? Oh, she's getting all 3.
As for the strength you desire, I will put it within your grasp.
Thank you.
Oh, she got all 3 of them. Okay, I think she was only get 2 out of 3. Never mind, shit.
But I get something in return.
If it's Siren, I'm calling the commander.
You're now my test subject for life. I get to do whatever I want to you, and you're expected to grin and bear it.
Good thing she's a masochist.
Got
Sorry.
that?
Yes. Understood.
Good. I think you're officially fit for my experimenting table.
She'll be fine. Masochism is her thing.
I hate her.
Oh my god. We're hearing Uni's inner thoughts.
She's been following us ever since we left the Ark. There's so much terror in her eyes, and yet she still came here with the intent of ruining me and Mihara. She activated that calling signal and made me suffer. She almost got Mihara killed. If Siren wasn't there, I would have killed Mihara with my own hands.
Yeah.
I'll never forgive her for that.
Hey, chill.
Uni?
Mori steps back. Uni walks towards Mori.
This girl tried to put Mihara in danger.
Chill, hey.
She's put strange thoughts into Mihara's mind. She's put Mihara in danger.
Oh god, hey, chill.
I can't forgive her. I won't forgive her. Stay back, Uni.
Oh god, not again. Uni grabs out and grabs Mori's neck. Oh my god. Not again!
I must kill her.
Uni! Chill! He's doing the thing again! So, some of these screenshots are so good though. I can't be mad.
She put Mihara in danger. She's trying to kill Mihara. She killed Mihara. She's the most despicable thing there is.
Oh my god.
She's like me.
Uni's eyes start to glow red. Oh god!
Uni. I'm sorry.
Tears start to flow from Mori's eyes.
I know hear it.
I know I don't deserve forgiveness.
I said I don't want to hear it.
But you have to let me save Siren. Once I've saved her, then you can... then you can kill me.
Damn. The tears from Mori's eyes fall onto Uni's hands. Dude, that's how much love she is giving out for someone telling her to you need to live. Crap, I'm crying for Mori again, dude. Fuck me.
Please, I'm begging you.
Please, I'm begging you. I know what those words mean. They're the words spoken when you desperately want to save someone precious to you. When you want to help them so badly, but you're powerless. And so all you can do is beg. Beg and speak desperate, pleading words. I understand, but I don't want to. I hate that she's like me in this way. I hate that she thinks the same way I do. I can't kill her.
Damn. Uni loses her grip and Mori collapses to the ground. Uni slumps to the ground.
Uni. I'm sorry. Sorry for putting you through this. For putting you and Mihara in harm's way again.
I know you are.
I still want to save her. She's the first person to ever be kind to me. And I loved it. I don't want to lose her or that feeling no matter what.
I understand.
I know that you feel the same way about Mihara.
Damn! You didn't have to call her out like that.
And yes, despite me knowing that, I'm still making you go out and put yourselves in danger. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for being so selfish, but I want to save her.
Leviathan Mori best girl, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I know it all too well. How it feels to know affection for the first time. And how it feels when you lose it. I know that sorrow, that ache. I understand why Mihara wants to help her. To be honest, I also think we should save Siren.
Right.
That's why I can't find it in myself to despise her fully.
Tears start flowing from Uni's mask.
Uni?
But I'm scared. I'm terrified. Terrified of losing Mihara again.
I'm sorry.
I just realized we left the two biggest two of the possible biggest crybabies in the room. God damn it. Two broken hearts sit together across from one another. Each understands the other more than anyone else ever could. Each feels sorry for the other, and both afraid of losing what is most precious to them. And so, they sit together, and they cry.
Sorry to keep you guys waiting.
Mihara.
Uni senses strange vibes coming from Mihara. Oh, she already knows.
Huh? What's wrong? Is something on your mind?
Uni shakes her head.
What are those marks on Mori's neck?
Ah.
Huh? Oh, nothing. I just bumped into a wall.
Girl.
Isn't that right, Uni? Isn't that right?
Girl. Oh my god, I hate them both now. But like a little more playful hate. That's so fun. That's so cute. I love this.
Well, I think something happened.
Oh god damn it.
But whatever it was, it seems like you two have resolved it. So, I won't press.
God bless.
I appreciate it. Anyways, what took you so long? Did something happen?
No, nothing happened. I just found a way to become stronger, that's all.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, come in.
Excuse me.
Mana opens the door and comes inside.
Oh, wow. We were about to make our way over to you. I appreciate you coming to us.
I think we can skip the small talk.
Right.
Here.
Mana hands Mori a glass jar containing crystals and batteries. How? Wait, crystals and batteries. Plural? Okay, it's a glass jar with multiple crystals. Okay.
These are the E2 crystals for the operation.
Okay.
As I mentioned, they absorb electrical energy and are incredibly dangerous. For Nikke's, even the slightest physical contact with these crystals will cause the body to be corrupted.
Now that I think about it, can't you just open the bottle, flip it on the other side? No, probably not. There's seawater in there.
Do not ever take them out of the jar, under any circumstances.
Unless it's for the operation.
If by any chance you do accidentally come into contact with the crystals, you must immediately shut down the power to that area of your body to prevent it from spreading. Understood?
Got it.
Mihara?
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Sorry, that came in.
Everything is riding on this. Failure isn't an option.
Oh, looks like operation's on the go.
I owe you, Mana.
If you want to repay me, come back alive.
Damn.
All of you.
Right.
I'll be waiting.
Damn, look at that. Wardress has a friend. And Mana.
We'll come back. No matter what.
Alright. The sound of something melting. Oh. Guess we're back inside Gluttony. The sound of something boiling. The sound of flowing liquid. Amidst those countless sinister sounds, Little Mermaid opens her eyes. Beyond the thinning bubble lies a crimson ocean, and inside that
The core!
lies Gluttony's core, staring back at her. Yee. So that's what it was? Jesus, that's where we start. Little Mermaid senses it immediately.
I've been discovered!
Uh-oh.
Gluttony knows I've been hiding the AA pillar from it. The bubble barrier is thinner than before. Probably because I condensed some of the bubbles around the AA pillar. That must have made it easier to detect.
Bubbles ignite as it touches the seawater. Jobless rush out to repair the crumbling bubble wall. Silver liquid seeps through the gaps that can't be repaired in time.
You to eat this, don't you?
Oh my goodness. Goddamn. The Little Mermaid tightly embraces the encased A pillar and gazes at Gluttony's core.
Well, you can't have it.
No, you. Nice.
I don't care how much you glare at me. I'm not handing it over. I won't let you have it. My bubbles will dissolve the energy, and it will disappear.
Then why aren't you doing it? Searing pain courses through Mermaid's entire body, from fingertips to her toes. Same time, bubbling sensation urges from within her.
I'm reaching my limit, and I'm starting to feel the side effects from the bubbles.
Hey yo, what do you mean? Hold on. What side effects?
For long, my entire body will be turned into liquid metal.
Uh-oh.
Ew.
Her vision gradually fades. Siren wonders. If she closes her eyes, how many more times will she be able to open them?
No, not yet. I can't stop now. Not until all this energy is depleted.
Desperately embracing the immense energy to keep it from escaping, Siren closes her eyes once again. Mihara and Uni track Gluttony's movements. Meanwhile, Mori follows behind, not saying a word. Along the way, they encounter rapture after rapture. Time and time again, they take them down. Relocating Gluttony's trail and press forward. It's Mori's first true skirmish with a rapture. Unlike her previous encounters with them. In the past, she only caught glimpses of raptors fleeing with support squads. But this time, with something else together, and altogether more terrifying. It feels as if raptors could end her life at any moment with a single attack. Her wounds accumulated and wear her down. So many times, she wanted to collapse. To run away. She wants nothing more than to dig a hole in the ground and hide. But each time Mori thinks of this, she clenches her teeth. And think about the two others who've seen dragged into this. She thinks about Uni's eyes, filled with tears and terrified of losing Mihara. Of Mihara's relentless efforts to grant her wish. Of Siren, who had sacrificed herself in order to save everyone, was now trapped inside Gluttony, now facing imminent doom. Mori thinks about every word Siren had said to her, every affectionate gesture she had shown to her. As she recalls all this, Mori rejects her fear. She forces herself up again, forces her feet to move forward. She tightens her grip on her gun, even though she wants to grab a shovel and dig. And on she runs, without a concept of day and night. Until finally...
I'm not seeing a trail anymore. Gluttony must be close.
We are just one step away from the place, where Little Mermaid is waiting.
We finally found her.
And it's back at the beach! Why is it the beach?
There's a beach here.
Oh shit. Yeah, we are back at the beach.
Yes, this should work nicely.
Is Gluttony here?
Yeah, it should be underground, within a 10-kilometer radius.
10 kilometers?
That's actually far. What the hell?
How are we supposed to find it?
That's what I'm saying.
How do you think? We need to lure it out.
But how?
Wait, she knows what to do. She has an idea.
By using the beach for starters. Setting up here will allow us to minimize the amount of raptures that could swarm us.
Then what?
Since gluttony reacts to strong energy sources, I'd say it stands to reason that's what we have to use to lure it, don't you?
She has an idea.
Do we have something that's capable of producing that much energy?
Yes, her.
We do. Both of you, listen to me carefully.
Oh shit, here's the game. Alright, game plan. Let's get it.
I'll lure out gluttony. Uni, once I get it to stop, you need to make sure it doesn't close its mouth. You need to hold it open for as long as you can, however you can, until Mori and Siren are out of there. There's a chance they might not be able to escape through Gluttony's breathing hole. While Uni's doing that, Mori, you need to take the E2 crystals and hop inside its mouth.
Okay.
Don't fumble.
The main reason Siren refuses to come out is that she intends on sacrificing herself in order to eliminate the energy inside the AA pillar. In other words, if we can't convince Siren to leave of her own accord, we can't save her. That's why your role is the most crucial, Mori. Not only do you have to go back inside Gluttony and plant the E2 crystals onto its core, you also have to meet up with Siren and convince her to come out.
I believe in you, girl.
You can do it.
If Miara believes, I believe.
No, you need to do it. We came here to save a life, not to lose our own.
You're right. I have to do it. I have to save her no matter what. That's why I asked for your help.
Mori looks at Uni and Mihara.
You both are risking your lives for my sake. I won't fail you.
You've become a real trustworthy ally, Mori.
Don't make fun of me when I'm being serious.
Damn.
All right. Anyway, shall we get started?
Let's begin the operation! Mihara walks forward. Uni urgently grabs Mihara's hand.
Yes, Uni?
Uni shakes her head at Mihara. Though she can't explain why, her instincts are telling her to stop Mihara.
Uni.
Uni shakes her head desperately, pleading for Mihara not to go through with this.
It's okay. I would never leave you behind. We promised each other that we would truly see each other, that we would feel each other's pain, and that we would atone for our sins together. I haven't forgotten that promise, and I intend to keep it.
Uni and Mihara lock eyes.
Trust me, and wait. Failure is not an option.
Uni let go of Mihara's hand.
Thank you, Uni. I'll be back.
Mihara steps forward and leaving Uni behind.
Code release. Activate all cores to their limit. Initiate fusion.
Recognition complete. Activate all cores in body to their limit. Error. Reaction error. Fusion unsuccess. Unlock code. Deep.
Ikuze! I am the Alpha and Omega, the first and last, the beginning and end.
Activate all cores in body to their limit. Initiating fusion.
Wait, that's footstep. Oh my goodness. The area near Miharu's core starts to glow red.
Mihara!
Hey yo. Miharu curls up, unable to withstand the pain.
What did you just say? Put what where?
Mana. You did receive what I sent, didn't you?
I believe so. Are you talking about this?
Mana points to a palm-sized black box.
That's it. Looks like it arrived safely. I was worried because the elevator wasn't working properly. I suppose sending something small doesn't pose any issues.
I would like you to insert this in my body.
Excuse me?
It's a special gift I prepared for Mihara. To get her stronger much more quickly. Tuck it safe and sound beside her Nikkei core if you would. I would have loved to handle it myself, what with this being the first experiment and all.
Wow.
But as you know, I don't exactly have freedom of movement right now.
Oh wow, what happened? Actually.
I'm still not following.
Mihara was the one who contacted me. Quite eagerly, I must say.
Yep.
She told me she requires additional strength in order to fight gluttony. Given that she couldn't utilize her current body's ability to its fullest, she wanted my help. And to that end, she agreed to become my test subject.
Mihara?
Jesus.
That's why I prepared this little doohickey for her. It's quite risky to be sure, but if you want to enhance a Nikkei's abilities in one go, it's the best option available.
Oh yeah.
So it's meant to enhance Anikei's abilities. Yet you're having me insert it beside her core separately.
She knows now.
Is this a rapture core?
You're familiar with the ins and outs of Nikkei bodies. I'm sure you can insert it next to her current core easily enough, right?
This is incredibly dangerous. If I insert this inside her, the Nikkei core could...
Do you remember your promise from long ago?
Oh?
You said you would help me the next time I wanted to do something good. Well, now's that time.
Wow, she's feeling good this time.
I can't lead the Ark at the moment. And Mihara needs to fortify her strength straight away. That leaves us with you, Mana. You're the only one who can do this.
You call inserting this inside a Nikkei a good thing?
Of course. I'm giving a Nikkei who wants to be stronger the power she deserves. What's more benevolent than that?
But a Nikkei and Rapture Core can't exist together. You of all people should know that a Nikkei's core...
Yes, I know. Nikkei cores have a barrier which prevents them from reacting with other cores. But what if you could break past that barrier?
What? Are you telling me you figured out a way? How?
That's my little secret. If I told you, you might have to get sent somewhere awfully dangerous.
Ooh, wow.
You don't want that, do you?
No.
Now then, be a good girl, would you? Don't let your curiosity get the best of you. Don't peek inside the box and just put it inside her, okay?
Understood.
What's this barrier you're both talking about?
Nikkei cores have a safety mechanism,
Hmm.
which makes it so they can't react with other cores. Even if it's two Nikkei cores in one body, it prevents them from interacting.
That explains Rappy's body before the fusion with Red Hood.
It would also prevent Rapture cores from devouring the Nikkei core. And vice versa.
You mean Nikkei and Rapture cores can consume each other?
Yes, a clear example of that is core dust.
That's crazy. Can't believe the material finally got mentioned here.
It can distill a Rapture core down to its essence and use that to stimulate growth within a Nikkei's own core.
Jien!
Oh dear, there I go again, running my mouth.
Oh my goodness.
If you knew any more about this, Mihara, you'd never be allowed up on the surface again. So I'll stop there. On the other hand, it's nice knowing the stakes, don't you think?
Yes.
Of course. It's important to know these things.
Now then, Mihara, once that core is implanted into your body, all the abilities you previously couldn't draw out from your body will fully awaken. If there are no changes after the surgery, then it means your body itself is defective.
Uh-oh.
However, I can quite confidently say that my sister is the best of the best when it comes to building Nikkeis. So I'm sure you'll become much stronger, Mihara. That is, if you can endure the pain. Every prior test subject has died because they couldn't withstand the pain. You, however, said you'd be willing to do anything. So I'm sure you'll be able to endure it, won't you?
Of course.
I can't wait to see how it turns out.
Grit. Mihara clenches her teeth. Jesus Christ. I swear sometimes these games could go wild with the games like these could go wild. Just as Jien warned, pain beyond anything imaginable courses through Mihara's body. Her vision repeatedly turns red, fades away, and comes back. Beep.
Warning, system error. Warning, core response error. Warning, core resonance activation. Connecting code. Error. Warning, core type. Match. Error. Warning, barrier. Reactivation required.
Series of warning sounds and errors, messages blare out.
I know. You're not used to a core like this. But you've got to accept it.
Mihara closes her eyes and begins to suppress the sensation surging through her. Inside her body, near her core, is a searing heat like a blazing inferno. The conflagration expands, begins to engulf Mihara's own core.
Warning, barrier. Reactivation required. Warning, barrier. Reactivation required.
Countless warring sounds echo in their head. Miharu's movements, senses, and everything slowly becomes consumed by the fire.
If this continues, my body will...
Miharu's body begins glowing even redder. Inside of her core boils like a massive fireball. Volcano on the verge of eruption. As it rages on, consciousness drifts further and further away. You got this! It's then that Miharu realizes the moment she's completely consumed by the fire, she, as she knows herself, would cease to exist. From somewhere she can't see, someone is screaming. A familiar voice cries out in agony. It screams, imploring her not to leave her again. Who is it? Who's calling me? No shot! Uni and Mihara locks eyes. Uni eyes tremble with fear, terrified of losing Mihara once again. Her eyes beg to continue keep her promise. Mihara can't lose those eyes filled with despair again. Mihara bites down on her cheek. Harder. The sharp pain in her mouth pulls Mihara back to life.
Me... Don't worry. I'll accept it all. The pain. The sorrow. The desperation. All of it. I'll take it all in. I will never abandon you. This time, no matter what, I will bring you back on the right path. If we die together. And if we live together. I will claim this power as my own, in order to protect our bond, no matter how great the pain. I'll do this, so that no one will ever take you away from me again.
Light begins to radiate from Mihara's body.
Mihara?
Can this scene be over? I'm crying so much, dude. A purplish light, dark enough almost to be black, bursts forth from Mihara's core. Chain-like patterns of the same color spread all over her body. Mihara recognizes the changes in her body. She now realizes how to awaken the sensations containing within all living things. No matter how much larger her target is, no matter how overwhelmingly powerful they are, or how much pain they can endure, none of it matters anymore. So long as her foes are alive, connected to her via chains on her body, she knows that she can now feel their pain as well. she can endure any amount of suffering they inflict upon her. Of that, she is certain.
Such power.
Oh god, there's her face again.
My arms could be ripped off. My entire body could be smashed to a pulp. And I would enjoy it. There's no limit to the pain that I can now endure. How thrilling. Oh, the fun I'm going to have.
With the clinking sound of chain links, the patterns of her body fade and disappear into her skin.
In order to establish a connection with these chains,
Mihara lifts the pendulum attached to the end of her whip.
all I have to do is stab the enemy with this. Suen was right. If this is the kind of ability she originally envisioned, then the sensory exchange I was capable of before could only be considered a failure.
Mihara looks at Uni and Mori, who are watching her anxiously.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. I've never felt this powerful in my life. Almost omnipotent. And considering how much energy I just released, it's bound to come calling. Everyone, back up.
Oh my god. This angle. What the fuck? Ah, nah. It is time! I know you're the original version that brought Levy down!
Gluttony!
Now that our guest has accepted my invitation, let's go, Uni.
Mihara steps forward. Resembling a female prison warden about to weave a massive prison for her prey.
Let the hunt begin.
Let's go! Mihara swings her whip towards Gluttony. Donk. Sensing the threat, Gluttony attempts to retreat downward.
Sorry to tell you this, but you're not going anywhere.
Mihara lunges forward, striking Gluttony with the pendulum. Ah! Gluttony twists its body and blocks the blade with its teeth. Ugh.
Darn, it's good at sensing danger. Maybe it knows instinctively that a hit from this is bad news.
Mihara steps back and swings the pendulum towards Gluttony once more.
Mihara, watch out for the tentacles!
Gluttony extends its tentacles towards Mihara. Uni grabs the tentacles. Okay! Gluttony's tentacles writhe as it tries to escape Uni's grasp. But she clenches the squirming bundles of feelers tightly and refuses to let go.
Uni.
With a thundering roar, a shower of splinters bursts from Gluttony's body. Damn, it can do that too?
Everyone, duck!
Mori fires her weapon at the shards hurling towards Mihara and Uni. Some fragments wasn't able to be shot down fall to the ground.
Wow, your shooting is really improved, Mori.
I still missed a few, so don't get too comfortable.
Thankfully, it's too busy digesting something to spew out that silver liquid. In that case, we've got a chance.
Mihara tightens her grip and tightens her grip on her whip and charges forward. Mihara dodges the gaping maw, attempting to swallow her. And drives the pendulum into Gluttony. Damn!
Now then.
Dark purple chain-like patterns begin to etch themselves onto Gluttony's body, accompanied by cold, metallic sound. At the same time, similar patterns appear on Mihara's body.
Now that our chains are connected, why don't we swap our senses?
The chains patterns engraved on Gluttony and Mihara's bodies glow a lambent purple. Ah! And the sound of chains tightens, filling the air.
I can feel it.
Oh god.
So this is what you're feeling. You really do have so much inside you. Then you've never felt the sensation of your own cheek being bitten down on, have you? Would you like me to show you?
Oh my goodness.
Let's enjoy this pain together.
Mihara opens wide. Ugh. And bits down on the inside of her mouth. Gluttony convulses as if the pain's unbearable.
You're so spirited now. Why don't we enjoy a little more?
Jesus. Now we should just break. Gluttony trembles violently as its teeth clattering from agony.
My goodness. I didn't expect the pain to be so bad that you'd try to close your mouth. We can't have that. Otherwise Mori won't be able to pass through. Uni?
Uni lets go of the tentacles and quickly dashes forward. She eyes open to struggling Gluttony's mouth and forces her body inside. While bearing the weight of its descending fangs, she keeps it forcibly open.
Uni!
Gluttony continues to spasm in pain. Punch its teeth out! Uni uses every ounce of her strength to keep the creature's mouth open, and as the crushing weight of razor-sharp teeth bears down on her.
No! Your body can't handle the stress! You're incredible, Uni.
Uni.
Why are you standing around? Get your ass in there!
Mori, you have exactly 30 minutes. Not a second more. After that, my sensory exchange will be severed. You've got to convince Siren before then.
30 minutes? That's all I have?
Can you do it?
Yes, I can do this.
Then go. Go and rescue Siren.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying! Move your ass! Mori looks at Uni and seems to be calling to her. Uni and Mori lock eyes.
I can't believe it. Did she just wish you good luck?
I think so. Thank you, Uni. I'll rescue Siren if it's the last thing I do.
Mori looks ahead towards the black chasm, and that is Gluttony's gaping maw. Meanwhile, Uni desperately continues to keep the jaw open. Mori hurtles herself towards the creature's mouth, and the black abyss slowly draws closer to her. Suddenly,
Huh?
something falls at her feet. A compass and a map that guide the way to the Ark. First aid kit to heal her wounds. chocolate bar to keep her hunger at bay, a field shovel that saved her skin more than once at critical moments. Everything that's kept alive her until now falls to the ground. Then reality she had determined to avoid comes rushing to her head on. Along with it, the fear of death comes crashing in.
No.
Somewhere deep inside her, a voice screams for her to stop. A part of her wants to stop right there and cry out that she can't do this. This is clearly insane. Like a suicide mission. Yeah, obviously. What if Siren is already dead? What if she never realizes Mori is coming to save her? What if there is still her tiniest bit of silver liquid inside Gluttony's throat? What if Uni can't hold any longer and the mouth closes? What if Mihara collapses and no longer restrain Gluttony?
No.
She'll die. She'll die in the most excruciating way. The life she fought so hard to hold on to will crumble away in an instant. Just like the shovel fell to the ground. So will she go plummeting to death's cold embrace.
No.
Even so, she has to run. She must. There are people out there who risk their lives for her. It's time for her to repay the affection she's been given. She's here to save the person who reached out and gave her a reason to live. She has to go to her.
Ah!
Mori ignores the fallen remnants of her life, summons her strength, and pushes her off the ground with all her might. She sends herself hurling forward,
Siren!
hurling towards the lifeless abyss. Let's go!
Let's get out of this place, Siren. Mihara and Uni are waiting for us outside. They're keeping Gluttony from moving. We need to leave at once.
I can't. I must ensure the AA Pillar's energy is completely depleted.
You can do that outside. You just need to take it with you so that Gluttony can't consume it.
That's impossible. Gluttony is instinctively drawn to substantial energy sources. Even if we take it outside, Gluttony won't stop chasing it until it's consumed once more. If it does swallow it and ends up digesting it, there'll be no going back.
Then we have to take out Gluttony.
I'm sorry. I can't go up against Gluttony now. Not with my powers weakened as they are.
Look! We can use this.
Mori holds out the glass bottle and shows it to Little Mermaid.
What is that?
Electric grenade!
This thing absorbs electrical energy. If we can lodge it into Gluttony's core, we might be able to stop it.
Oh. How does it work?
I honestly don't really understand the mechanics, but Mana, a researcher from MMR, said that if this comes into contact with Gluttony's core, it'll expand and absorb all of Gluttony's energy until it ceases to be.
But doesn't that mean it would also be dangerous for us Nikkes?
Yes! That's why we need to run!
Yes, but Mana said it'll be fine as long as it's contained somehow, like in this glass bottle. They were originally intending to use the AA pillar to eliminate the crystals, but then Gluttony swallowed it and threw a wrench in the works.
So that's what the AA pillar was doing here in the first place.
I don't pretend to know all the details. But if we inject this into Gluttony's core, we can stop it. So let's be done with this and get the hell out of here.
That's what I'm saying!
Ugh.
The Little Mermaid takes the glass bottle from Mori.
Siren?
Don't do it.
Mori.
Don't you dare do something stupid with it.
Yes?
You came back to this hellish place to give me this?
Yes.
Thank you, Mori. And I'm sorry.
Don't tell me you're actually gonna break it. The Little Mermaid gently removes Mori's hand from her arm.
But I'm not leaving this place.
What?
I will use this to defeat gluttony. But first, you must leave.
No, you are leaving with her!
No. I'm not leaving without you.
I might not be able to hit gluttony's core on the first try. Even if I do manage to insert it into the core, it might not have the effect that we expect.
It will!
Someone has to stay behind and keep watch.
Then we'll both stay.
We don't know how dangerous these crystals are, or what effects they will have on the bubbles, or Nikke's. If things go wrong, we could both end up dead.
And we'll die together.
Mori!
Don't even think about using your kotodama on me. No matter how many times you send me out, I'll find a way to crawl back in.
Mori, don't do this.
No, you stop this. Don't throw your life away just because there's a tiny chance things might not go as planned. If there's even the slightest possibility, you need to cling to it. Stay alive.
Mori!
I know that I can't be of any help here. I'm not a goddess of victory like you. And even getting gluttony to swallow me was a struggle. I can't even shoot well enough to block all the debris flying at me and my friends. There's no way I can lodge these crystals into gluttony's core either. Not with my pathetic strength. I'm just a useless Nikke with nothing but this body. An incompetent member of the incubator squad who's about to be scrapped. I can't make a single impact in this filthy, cruel world. I know that. I know that, but...
Mori stares straight at Little Murray with tear-filled eyes.
I want to save you! I want to do that much. At least. You told me to live. That you were glad I was born. You saved my life. I want to see a world where you can be happy. So live. Show me that it's possible. Prove to me that the world is a kind and beautiful place. That as long as you keep living, someday happiness will come.
Mori...
Prove to me that kindness should be repaid with kindness. That this is how we can find happiness. That good people will be rewarded someday. You're the only person who's ever celebrated my existence. You're the one and only true goddess of victory.
Goddess of victory.
Talk your talk!
I don't want to live in a world where you're not around.
Talk your talk!
I'll lose all semblance of hope. How could I go on living in a world where no one celebrates my being there? So live for me, even if there's one small chance at survival. Cling to it and seize victory.
Yes, ma'am!
Stay alive and keep surviving. Save me.
Mori extends her hand towards the Little Mermaid. Little Mermaid looks at Mori's outstretched hand, and then into her eyes, which stare straight back at her. Their eyes are someone who truly believes in her. Eyes filled with unwavering faith. Eyes that seem utterly unbreakable. Those eyes, they'll make it see herself. Mori's got his victory. Finally, something dawns upon Little Mermaid. She recalls on how, so many years ago, her friend had offered her hand in front of the lift. And they vowed that made that day.
But the story isn't over yet. I must continue writing it. Not just for myself, but for all of you as well.
Did we step into the lift that day expecting to succeed? No. We never tried to predict our success. Instead, we simply carried out our mission, which was to rewrite our story.
I promise that the story we'll write from now on won't be one of failure, but one with a happy ending.
To reach a happy ending.
Come, let's write our story.
We risk our lives to become goddesses of victories. Goddesses of victory who will never fail again. Little Mermaid looks again at the hand extended toward her. Every time she wavered and wanted to run away, her friend's unshakable faith guided her. And now, once more, the hand is reaching out to her.
You're right. I can't give up. If there's even the slightest chance of us being able to rewrite our story, I have to take it.
Little Mermaid grasps Mori's hand.
I will survive. I will become the indomitable goddess of victory.
Yes, that's it.
Together, we'll survive and forge our own happy ending.
Yes!
Holy fuck, man.
Looks like you've finally calmed down a bit.
Gluttony seems to be consumed by pain, body shaking violently and stiffening.
Even a big old rapture like you has its limits when it comes to pain, huh?
I mean, it's his first time feeling pain, that's for sure. Uni's arms, which had been holding Gluttony's mouth open, begin to creak.
Uni. It's exerting a lot of force, isn't it?
Uni nods her head.
Shall I help you lift this?
Uni shakes her head.
You can handle it? You're incredible, Uni. I know it must be tough, but you're holding up well.
Uni looks at her creaking arms. The force is immense, but she can't let go. Because the moment she does, the two lives will be in danger. Uni suddenly feels as if the weight pressing down on her is that of the two lives. And then she remembers the way she furiously threw words around when taking countless lives. If she were to bear the weight of all those lives lost to her thoughtless words back then, just how heavy would it be? In that instant, Uni feels the unbearable weight of her sins. She now realizes the full weight of that promise she made. The promise that she would do anything. The greater realization, the greater the weight her sins upon her shoulders. It crushed her. It crushes her, crushes and suffocates her.
Uni.
Uni looks at Mihara.
It's okay. You're not alone. I'm here to bear the burden with you. That's why I gain this strength. So, let's save them. Let's rescue those who see our presence as a gift. The ones who consider us friends. If we keep saving them all, one by one, maybe someday, we'll be able to find the path to redemption. I'll be right there with you, Uni, until we reach the end of that path. So don't be afraid. Anyway, I wonder if Mori managed to convince Siren.
Oh, she definitely did! That's not good.
What's with all this shaking?
From inside Gluttony's mouth, 2 small bubbles pop out.
Bubbles?
The 2 tiny bubbles float towards Mihara, Uni and Mihara's ears, and whispered,
Uni! Mihara!
Siren?
Get back!
Uni!
Mihara quickly pulls out the pendulum and retreats along with Uni. Just as they made their escape, massive water bottle shoots out of Gluttony's mouth.
Wow!
The bubble plunges into the ocean. And then,
Uni, get down!
as Mihara pulls Uni down, silver liquid pours down from the sky.
Don't worry.
Mihara opens her eyes. A massive purple bubble spreads out above Uni and Mihara like an umbrella, shielding them from the silver rain. Let's go! Come on! At the center stands Siren and Mori.
I won't let anything hurt you. Ever.
Siren.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
A few minutes earlier,
Siren?
Oh?
Do I really have to fire this thing?
Uh-huh.
Mori nervously looks at the bubble gun in her hand. Well, can I get that?
Let me make sure I've got this right. The bubble bullet containing the crystals is loaded in here. And once I pull the trigger, it'll fly straight towards the core, right?
Uh-huh. And while you do that, I'll send this entire space up to the surface. That way, we can protect ourselves from any unforeseen dangers the crystals might pose.
You're going to bring up this entire area?
That's why I need your help. The moment I make this space float, that's when you fire that gun. That way, the bullet will hit the core at the same time we surface.
But what if I mess up? What if I miss the core?
It's okay. The bullet will find its mark. I guarantee it.
In other words, even if I miss, you'll use your kotodama to make sure it lands where it should.
Uh-huh.
All right then.
Mori positions herself under the bubble tree, where the clearest view of Gluttony's core.
I'm ready. Let me know when I need to shoot.
Uh-huh. All right then.
The Little Mermaid closes her eyes and gives a command to every bubble in the surrounding area.
All together now. Let's rise to the surface.
With a powerful tremor, the space encased in bubbles begin to float.
Mori, now!
Mori locks her eyes into Gluttony's floating red core.
Here goes nothing.
She pulls the trigger. Nice. The bullet ejects from the bubble gun, pierces through the bubble wall, and heads straight for Gluttony's core.
Siren!
Hit your mark.
I thought I was gonna die back there.
Again, Mori collapses onto the ground.
What about the crystals?
We made sure it hit Gluttony's core. We saw it start to expand.
The former paralyzed Gluttony starts to slowly lurch about.
I guess that wasn't quite enough to do the trick.
Yes, but
We can stall long enough.
it looks like it had no effect.
Siren points Gluttony's mouth. Yo! What the fuck? Nah. Nah. That's metal as hell. You see this? Countless crystals continually form and dissolve into silver liquid.
Looks like it chowed down on those crystals, all right.
Uh-huh. We must eliminate Gluttony once and for all before the silver liquid completely dissolves the crystals. So, I'd like to ask, will you fight by my side?
The little Siren turns around.
As if you had to ask.
Huh?
Of course we're with you. That's why we came here.
Yeah, don't be silly and ask such an obvious question. I already told you, we're all coming back alive.
Siren is surrounded by friends who risk their lives to save her. Friends who are unbreakable.
You're right. We're all making it out of here alive. Let's win this together.
All right.
Encounter!
So crazy how a literal monster that comes from the ground is a freaking wind type. It's hilarious.
Clem, with all your might, I'll eat quickly, so stop staring.
Quietly, fully restrain me.
Jesus Christ.
Charge forward quickly! Wait.
That actually worked? Am I not entirely worthless in battle?
Gluttony roars at the ground.
Doesn't this thing ever get tired? It's taken one heck of a beating, and it's still making such intense vibrations.
The core is certainly holding up better than we expected. It isn't breaking apart like we thought it would. Maybe the core has gotten weak, and there's not enough energy reaching the crystals.
If only we could throw some kind of bait to make the core expand and the crystals grow larger.
Bait! Ah! I've got just the thing!
What? Oh, you mean the AA pillar?
Oh, right. I totally forgot about that thing.
Since it's already been melted by the silver liquid, it should be absorbed quickly.
If we feed that to the core, the crystals should grow much larger.
Uh-huh.
Damn straight!
Well then, let's get this thing to open wide, so you can feed it a little treat.
Let's go. All right.
Mori fires a barrage of bullets at Gluttony's battered body. Ten goes to try to burrow the ground to avoid the bullets. But Uni grabs a hold of them, preventing the beast from retreating underground.
Nice going, Uni.
Mihara swings her whip towards Gluttony and lodges the pendulum firmly into its body. Gluttony spews silver liquid into the air.
Watch out!
Spread out.
As Siren whispers, an array of bubbles expand and shield the group.
Don't you dare go around spewing such dangerous stuff.
Chain patterns appear on Mihara and Gluttony's body and begin to glow again.
Shall we have another go at it together?
Mihara bites down on the inside of her cheek. For a brief moment, Gluttony freezes as if unable to withstand the pain.
Siren!
Oh! You want this pillar so badly? Come and get it!
This is cheating! Fuck! I love epic music and scenes like this, bro. Fuck! I hate this game. I hate this game. I hate this game. It's so good. How can I hate it? Bubbles burning with the 8 pillars energy bloom in the air.
Everyone, step back!
Okay,
All right,
Mihara yanks out the pendulum. In desperate fit, Gluttony opened its mouth open wide and lunges towards Little Mermaid. Its colossal body scraping against the ground.
you want food?
Little Mermaid swings her hand, and then bubbles fly towards Gluttony's core.
Then chew on this!
The silver liquid within the bubbles seep into Gluttony's core. Then... LET'S GO! Come on! The E2 crystals absorb the energy surging forth from the core, causing them to rapidly expand.
Break apart!
At last, Gluttony's core shatters. Gluttony collapses to the ground. The crystals that filled its mouth shatter as well.
It's finally
The underground vibrations grows fainter.
What's that?
I think it's Gluttony's main body.
You said what now?
Wait, you're telling me there's more to this thing?
no wonder I sensed something more when I exchanged senses with it. That must have been the connection to its main body.
You're right. When I was inside its throat, I used the bubbles to investigate. Gluttony consists of one massive main body with multiple mouths attached to it. The place where I was staying was inside the throat of one of those mouth organs.
So, the core we just destroyed is the core of that mouth?
I'm afraid so.
So that's why you kept saying we were inside its throat and not its stomach.
Uh-huh.
That's some rapture.
How can you still laugh at a time like this? What are we gonna do if that thing comes back?
It won't. Judging by how faint those sounds are, it seems to have run away.
So it severed one of its mouths and fled?
Uh-huh. It most likely ran away because its main body was about to be swallowed by the crystal.
Nice to know we had it against the ropes. Considering how it ran off with its tail tucked between its legs, I doubt it will be back anytime soon. It knows that this place is filled with his worst nightmare.
Uh-huh.
So what then? Did we win?
Yes, we did.
Hell yeah!
We won.
Let's go!
We won! We won!
Mori collapses to the ground. Uni also collapses.
Good job, everyone.
Siren, how does it feel to be back in the great outdoors after so long?
Oh. Well,
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I guess it has been a long time for you.
yeah. It's been a really long time.
Little Mermaid looks at the sky. Instead of familiar underwater scenery, a real sky comes into view.
Wow, the sun is rising.
Yeah, it's so beautiful.
Beyond the horizon, the sun slowly ascends. Bathing the surroundings in a golden light,
It's breathtaking. The world is so beautiful.
You bet it is.
Oh, Mihara, Uni, Mori.
tears flow from Siren's eyes.
Thank you for saving me.
Siren,
What are you crying for?
Because I'm so thankful. I never thought I'd be able to see the sun again.
Now you do. Now you can. And this time.
To be able to set
Yeah, people
my
waiting
feet
for
on
you.
solid ground. Breathe in fresh air. I didn't even dare dream of it.
Siren,
Thank you for saving me. For not giving up on me. For extending your hands out to me.
oh man, don't you cry?
You're gonna make her cry.
If you do, I'll... I'll start crying too.
God damn it. Mori covers her face with her hands.
Don't cry, Mori.
Don't you start laughing. Do you have any idea how worried I was? Don't you ever do that again. No more heroic sacrifices or any of that nonsense.
Then stay away from the commander, Jesus Christ.
Never again. You hear me?
Yes. Okay.
Before the dazzling golden sunrise. Wait, I just see this. I love her. A flustered little siren counsels Mori, who is wiping her tears away. Meanwhile, Uni simply gazes at this moving scene before her.
Uni.
Sorry.
How are you feeling? How does it feel saving someone for the first time?
Uni looks at her battered arms. Then Mori and Little Mermaid, who are laughing together.
Feels good? If you feel good, then so do I. You did great, Uni. Alright, you two. That's enough moving around now. That girl. Isn't that one of your bubbles, Siren?
Oh?
Everyone looks at the direction that Mihara is pointing,
Ah.
and sees a girl with long pigtails made of purplish bubbles.
Those are the bubbles I sent to find Cinderella.
No shot! Shut up! Little Mermaid reaches out toward the girl. But the bubble disperses and eventually dissipates.
What's she doing here?
Shut up!
Siren, over there.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Look.
Mori points behind Little Mermaid.
Oh?
Don't show a picture! Don't show a picture!
Over there.
Siren? Cinderella?
Well, what are you waiting for?
Go on.
Is it really you? It's warm. Cinderella! Cinderella! I missed you, Siren.
Tears.
Siren, it's Eve. Oh, Eve?
Siren. It's a good thing you decided to stay alive, huh?